What's good? Messed up already. What's up guys? Hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. A few weeks back I did a video talking about the top ghosts or like myths of legends, whatever you want to call it, of Indonesia. So today I figured I'm gonna do the same thing, but today I'm gonna be talking about the top ghosts of the Philippines that a lot of people know about. Now I've been hearing a lot of these stories because obviously my wife Heart is Filipino and she was born there, and so she was very familiar with all the stories, and a lot of my close friends are Filipino as well. So this is not something that is super new to me, but of course I don't know the whole extent of all the little minor details, so I figured it'll be fun to dive into that today. So with that said, we're gonna talk about the top ghosts. I don't even know what to call it. The top ghosts, the top most popular ghosts of the Philippines. So I'm gonna link down in the description box where I got these info, but let's talk about the first ghost of the day. So I think one of the most popular ghosts that people have heard about in the Philippines is the White Lady. I've heard about this since I was in junior high. I think like a lot of my friends always tell me that there's this ghost that they call the White Lady. And what I heard from my friends was that the whole story of the White Lady is she shows herself only to guys at night, specifically like when you're driving. And my friends told me that usually the White Lady would ask for a ride and you're not supposed to take her, or like if you do, you're not supposed to like look at her, and she sits in the back seat or something like that. So I did a little research, and this is what the internet has to say about the White Lady. So it says here that the White Lady was a person before, and she was raped and killed by 2 Japanese soldiers during World War II. And unlike other spirits, they said that the White Lady doesn't reveal herself to her own relatives or people that she knows, but instead she reveals herself to complete strangers that have never met her when she was alive. It says here that people claim to see her in empty buildings, forests, and on cliffs. So there has been no stories of the White Lady actually hurting or causing anyone harm, but she's known to cause a lot of car accidents, and I think that's because of what I said earlier of you know, just the story of her always appearing to guys as they are driving by themselves at night. And it also says that the White Lady actually doesn't have a face, or when you actually look at her face, it's just like covered in blood. So I actually have a funny story about the White Lady, and it is not something that I've experienced. In fact, I don't even know if it's true or not, but I think it's just like a funny story that people like pass around. So supposedly there's a story of this young man. He was driving home from wherever. Again, he was by himself, driving at night, and as he was going home, in the peripheral vision of like in the corner of his eye, he sees like a White Lady. And in the back of his mind, he was like, holy crap, I'm not gonna pick her up. I'm just gonna continue going home. And as he keeps driving, the White Lady doesn't go away. He still sees her in the corner of his eye. So he was panicking, and he's like, holy crap, why is this White Lady following me? Like, am I supposed to give her a ride home? Like, what's going on? Like, why is she haunting me? So he's driving for miles and miles, and again, White Lady still in the corner of his eye. Like, he can still see her. He's like, crap, she's still with me. What the heck? What do I need to do? So he gets out of his car, he rushes to his house, and he looked himself in the mirror, and apparently there was no White Lady. He just had like one white rice sticking to the side of his face. So that's what he was looking at the whole time. So that was the punchline, guys. Funny, huh? I've heard that story through my friend when I was in junior high. I don't know if that's actually a true story of someone that he knew, or if it's just like a famous like funny story in the Philippines that people pass around. Okay, I'm gonna butcher this one. This one is called Manananggal. But basically, this ghost or this monster has a pretty interesting story. According to some people, this ghost looks like a human bat. It is disguised to be this beautiful lady, but she has like big wings, and her body is actually cut in half. So the bottom part of her body stays in the ground, while the upper half of her body flies away, and it hunts for food. And what kind of food, you may ask? It craves human blood. It says here that they actually called Manananggal as Tik Tik as part of her nickname because it's the sound that she makes while she is in flight. Okay, it says that she also feeds off of the heart of fetuses. That's heavy, man. That's some heavy stuff. So a lot of people actually compare her to, you know, our westernized vampire in the sense that she also hates garlic. So the rumor is that the way to kill this ghost is, as again, like while her body is being detached, while the upper half of her body is floating away, hunting for blood, you want to find the lower part of her body and you want to pour salt and garlic on the lower part of her, like the wounds of the lower part of her body, so that way she can't connect back together, and that's how she dies. Again, I have a really funny story. I think it's funny. A funny story about this ghost. Hart was actually the one that told me this story. So for years now, Hart, you know, she grew up in the Philippines and she would always play with her cousins and her brother and her sister. Both her brother and her would tell me the story of her cousin actually seeing this ghost with his own eyes before. They were like, this is when they were all just kids. Hart was a kid and she was playing with all her cousins, and one of her cousins had to go to the bathroom, and the way her house was designed in the Philippines was that the bathroom wasn't connected to the house, so he would actually have to leave the house and go to a separate area where the bathroom is. And this bathroom, the walls were made out of like bamboo sticks, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, I just did that, okay? The wall was made of bamboo sticks, so basically there's gaps in between the sticks, so you can actually see a little glimpse of what's going on outside. And as her cousin was brushing his teeth, he heard like a flapping sound, and then he was like, holy crap, is this what I think it is? So he heard the flapping like wings outside of the bathroom, and he could actually see through the gaps of the wall that there was like this huge like wing like flying. And this is just not like a normal like bat that you see, like a little bird, you know what I mean? Like he's actually seeing like huge wings like flapping around. So I forgot what Hart told me. I think he just like, he did his business really quick and ran into the house, and for years, like they thought that he actually saw this ghost, until last year. Hart and myself were watching, I forgot what it was. It was kind of like a documentary of like weird animals in the Philippines. So it turns out that in the Philippines, there's this animal known, I might get this wrong, it's kind of like a fox bat. I think that's what they call it, like a fox bat. So it's actually this huge giant bat that lives in the Philippines. So, you know, I'd rather believe that her cousin actually saw this fox bat that actually exists in the Philippines than a vampire, you know, ghost that will kill you. I just choose to believe the fox bat story so I could sleep at night. Maybe that's how this whole story of this vampire ghost started, because of this fox bat. And maybe people saw this creature, don't know what it was, and just assumed that it's a vampire ghost, and they told someone, and you know what the telephone game is, like they keep adding layers to the story to the point where it becomes a myth of the Manananggal. And the last one is called Kapre, Junior, K-A-P-R-E. So this one's really interesting because I don't think I've ever heard this one before, but they are hairy giants with big eyes who's like, I know that's not true. Wait, no, someone told me about this before. But anyways, they're like big giants with big glowing eyes, and they tend to live on top of a tree. Like they're always chilling on top of a tree, and they're smoking cigar. Like that's their thing, like big giant who smokes cigars, chilling on top of the tree. But what's interesting is that this creature, or this ghost, is not an evil ghost. So basically, this creature never harms people, but they do like to scare little children, like who are out past their curfew, and he just likes scaring them. I'm assuming it's a he. So yeah, again, it says the monster, they don't steal fetuses or anything, or eat people or harm them. They just enjoy scaring children and laughing at them for being scared. And it says here that some also believe that they are friendly beings who grant wishes if you find their magical white stone. So I never heard that part before. That's interesting. This creature lives in trees, and the way to tell that if this ghost is around is that if you see a tree and you see it like swaying from side to side but there's no breeze, that's a sign that this creature is present. Or if you see a big smoke on top of a tree, that's another sign that this creature is present, because, you know, the myth is that it's smoking a cigar. So there you have it, guys. Those are the top Filipino ghost myth, I still don't know what to call them, scary myths of the Philippines. Again, I you know, like, I know it's too far-fetched. A lot of these stories are really, really hard to believe, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I personally have my doubts. I don't think, like, I don't know, but I know enough to know that I don't know. You know what I mean? But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Do you guys believe in this stuff? Do you guys think that these legends or these ghosts actually exist? Have you had any experience with any of these creatures or heard stories about them? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear about it. If you guys like me doing these type of videos, let me know. I'll definitely do more. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos every single Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. They're not always as dark as this. And don't forget to hit that notification button, because I'll be replying to comments within the first 30 minutes. Sometimes I stick around, 30 minutes turns into 3 hours. But anyways, I'll be responding to you guys. So with that said, I love you, and I'll see you next time. And cut.
Wake up in the morning, fresh next to my bay, feeling my reflection, man, crush Monday. Got my swag on, yeah, you know me. Snapping IGOOT day. Sun on my face, got me feeling so blessed. Rolling on my ride, summertime in a vest. No shirt on, tattoos on my chest. Been waiting all week, TGIF.